So it's one of those things, though, that for him to have such a low win rate on it, I say low, 43%, not the worst. And then we're going to round things out with a lot of freedom for Hans Sommer and Vander to play much more aggressively in the 2 versus 2. Which, speaking of,
has the barrier, but he's going to go down straight away. First blood to Hans Sommer.
Looking for a gank. But hey, what's that? Award is there, Inspired is here in classic Rogue fashion. They're tracking the jungler, they're here for the counter gank.
Finn pops him back with the showstopper. There's the haymaker, but the barrel knocks them both out of it, and KazaLoLLCShighlights still has that dominus proccing. Are they going to fight for it? Because Larsen's on his way up. Flash forward, the knockback from Inspired, but Cabo slices and dices straight into Larsen. So much damage coming out. Selfie's on his way up, looking for his first kill in the LEC. Takes it. And now Inspired is going to be scattered to all 4 corners of the globe. However, Vander and Hans Sommer are on the chase, and with Fate's Call, even if it misses, Selfie has no mana left at all. Hans Sommer will give Larsen his first kill of the game.
So what's the big CS difference between the 280 carries? It's already getting bigger. Larsen now looking for a play onto Selfie.
Selfie no flash, of course, and it's an easy enough pickup. Rogue have race.
Vitality.
Oh, sorry, yeah, whether Vitality could be a spoiler towards some of these teams near the playoff race. Seems like they're not going to be able to get in the way of Rogue today.
Nope, and we talked about it. Like, Rogue's strength comes from the fact that they have good players in every position, and if you leave them alone to lane...
Sommer's been funneled a huge amount of gold, has a 30 CS lead, and is now going to get that tower in the bottom lane. Here comes the showstopper from Finn, looking for the blast cone, gets kicked back by Skeens. There's the charm. KazaLoLLCShighlights slicing and dicing in, and in the end, Finn will fall. Skeens gets it. 3rd kill of the game.
And while, of course, these plates are valuable, Hans Sommer is doing exactly the same thing in the bot lane as Larsen goes in. Larsen
jumps straight onto Selfie, former teammates on H2K, but Larsen showing Selfie why he's the one starting in the LEC at a consistent basis.
Vitality will be able to trade this tower, but Rogue still up a tower, still ahead, 2.5k gold.
They really shouldn't be taking, and enemy teams can get back at them. However, when you are in a comp that scales better against an early game comp and you keep getting catches like that, you give me, another kill for Rogue in the bottom lane. If I said to you, I'll give you 5 chocolate bars, not as succinctly as I could have done, but I was trying to put it in words you'd understand as Selfie flashes away. Good escape from him on the dive there. I want to give him credit for that play, but he's going to get knocked back. Overstepped after a great flash. Here comes the fight. Skeens jumps things. Stopwatch used by Inspired. Still back looking for the charm. KazaLoLLCShighlights TPing in as well. Double charm's going to come out. It's Inspired. Flashes away from the damage there from Skeens. The shuffle in from Larsen. Skeens gets his face broken in 2. Larsen flashes away from KazaLoLLCShighlights, who's going to have his show stopped right there. Larsen still alive. Vitality don't find a single kill.
Yeah, misses the W, but still ends up coming out on top of that fight. Will secure their first Drake of the game. Throw, which is why I'm saying they should still be careful.
And Kalista does a lot of throwing with those spears as well.
That's true. That is true. But he can also see Renekton top lane, so he's like, okay, I know where Syndra is. I know where the alligator is. I'm all good. I can fight birds.
He can. The spears are super effective versus birds, apparently, as Comp uses his stop. Works well. Immolate was buffed.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
Flash forward by Vander. There's the depth charge, and there goes Selfie. Back to the fountain. KazaLoLLCShighlights knocked back straight into the waiting arms of Hans Sommer. It doesn't really matter if you've got a crocodile on your face when you can just... I don't think I've ever giggled like that on stream before. Hans Sommer steps forward, has got the GA, doesn't even need it popped.
What are the options available? How does Rogue actually set up for this Baron? Will they bother, or will they just fight?
Finn flashes in and knocks back Comp, but he uses the Featherstorm to try and get away. Flashes across the wall, Larsen shuffles in. That's 2 kills straight away for Rogue. Really not too much you can do up the Baron the first time, and maybe, just maybe, he is the single ray of hope for Vitality. They'll look for a Baron steal as the Riptail charged in and was taken down. Skeens is on his way, has the smite. He has equal level with Inspired, so it would be a pure 50-50 if he can get in, but it looks like Rogue are just going to take it too quickly. And the flash. Rogue will get their second dragon of the game, not too impactful at this point, as we expect them just, well, demolishing it pretty darn quickly. 11,000 gold lead, as you said, Vedius, and Vitality really have less than a 90% chance of winning this game. Less than a 10%, that's what you said earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, less than a 10% chance. Definitely less than 90%. As KazaLoLLCShighlights TP's in behind them.
Well, this seems to be the last-ditch effort from Vitality. The Hail Mary play. Let's see if they can hold the line. Hans Sommer just freely hitting onto the inhibitor in the top lane.
KazaLoLLCShighlights TV behind them, and then down this one as well. Super minions have started.
Yeah, they can dive if they want, but here comes Steel back.
Gets one, the showstopper knocks him back, but the charge is just dead before he even hits the ground. Selfie short to follow. This has been a demolition from Rogue. They really haven't met up with too much resistance. Vitality tried their hardest, but Rogue were just so much better than them today. And they keep their hopes of making playoffs very much alive here, Rogue. Looking like they'll be ending up 4th or 5th. Of course, they've got a few difficult games to go. Still Fnatic to play as they jump in. Cabochard forced back to the fountain. The Nexus Towers should be the target here for Rogue. Only one remain. And unfortunately, Vitality are knocked out of playoffs contention, but Rogue are still there. And Rogue is still there.
That was a winner. Oh, well, I was wrong. All right, fair enough.
You can be confident in things that are incorrect.
Yeah, that's
the world has taught us anything.
That's very fair. Let's use your TP. And I had a great conversation with Odoame last week in his matchup against Bwipo, and he talked to me about they can move down first. The TP has come in from Abadage, and both teams posture around the Rift Tower.
Shadow down to half HP already. Odoame trying to come in. Abadage is going to come from the bottom side of the fight. Rift Tower down to 3,000. Orome jumps in, but the face breaker doesn't really catch too much. Dream jumping in onto Kaiser as well. Shadow's down low. Has to use the smite really early as Orome gets the first kill. He's going to fall, but Rift Tower does go across towards Mad. Shadow secures it. Has the flash out of the back of the pit if he needs to.
Trade, so in this situation, they will be able to get an easy objective, but as the game progresses, I think
is on his way down, but Lorux is there for the counter gank. Orome going in, look for the face breaker. The Infernal Chains aren't quite going to pull him back. He was able to just get out of the side of it, but he's knocked back underneath the turret. Now he's taking aggro, and with the Haymaker already used, he can't get the shield. Good counter gank there of extra armor and magic resist here on this turret, but with Kazi there, with the Rift Tower there, should be a pretty easy take.
Yeah, largely because it's dictated by how many people are there, and of course because Karthus is by himself. Abadage now getting very low. Karthus ulti doesn't even need it.
Easy enough stuff.
Don't feel that strong, but the game is only going to get harder. You got to remember that Karthus in the later stages very obnoxious.
They're TPing behind them. Abadage is going to run straight into the face of Humanoid, and now he might have to flash. Puts down the Emperor Survive. The Blast Cone keeps Humanoid in place, but the final auto attack's not quite enough. Lorux has to flash the wall as well as Dreams goes in with the Dredge Line. Not sure he wanted that fight. Moonlight Vigil comes out from Inax. There's the route, the stopwatch used by Dreams. Good knockback by Lorux as he tries to get out of the back.
The opportunity to get some gold into his back pocket. He was just free farming in the top lane. Of course, multiple members of Mad on the bot side of the map, but Mad going to trade this for an Ocean Drake.
It feels at some point Schalke do need to take the imperative when it comes to
your team fight. However, when he hits level 11, he'll either go for a Leandries next, or how will Schalke look to play around that? It's going to be one of the big question marks.
Mad Lions use the Rift Tower in the mid lane. They will break the tier 1. He's going to get it pretty easily by himself. Do want to remind everyone of exactly where these two teams stand. Of course, Schalke sitting at 2-10. If they lose 2 games, they're out of playoff contention. But he left on the Baron. Mad starts to disengage. Orome down to half HP just from tanking this up. They don't know where Humanoid is. Schalke did not know where Humanoid was, but Mad Lions disengage and stop anything happening.
So what were the results of that? Orome stayed with his team, which means that he's not getting more farm, whereas Odoame matched Humanoid, and now he's sitting at level 16. They're also able to confirm a mid-tier 1, and Orome, while looking for a TP flank, will get spotted out, and Schalke goes straight for the Ocean Drake. So this all benefited Schalke because Abadage is still level 16. Schalke gonna win this game. Mad have limited options. Ooh, Abadage not quite able to land that ultimate. Humanoid just gonna be able to jump away.
Humanoid still down to half HP. Odoame steps forward. There's the bullet time. Abadage just about surviving. Is the Requiem enough? Dodges away from the showstopper, but now Lorux is going to pay with his life. Haymaker finds him. A punch to the back is enough. You got to get in. You got to get in. You got to go. Schalke pull the trigger on the engage. There's the Moonlight Vigil onto Shadow. He's down to half already. And there goes Odo on the front line. The Infernum's going to rip through Mad. Only Inax can get the damage down, but he doesn't have enough. Shadow surviving Mad. Just about alive on the backline as Humanoid jumps forward. Locked up. Orome, though, with a great face breaker into Haymaker. Keeps himself alive. Abadage goes in. This could be it. This could be the penta. It's not. Mad Lion's able to lock him down and take it. Would be soul for Schalke. But Mad aren't really going to let them have any of the map into it all. Whereas Mad have Shadow and Humanoid who can get out of a fight at a moment's notice.
Need to keep that pressure up in the mid lane. They do have that wave, which Inax is now catching. With numbers advantage, they can force onto this tier 2, but they don't want to overcommit. They've taken 2 towers. Maybe now's your best opportunity to actually go for a fight.
Abadarga does still have the TP if he wants to come in. The Humanoid has come back. They have pressure in the side lanes. They're getting turrets. They're getting a little bit of gold where they can. And that gold lead, it did
stacks as well. Only Kaiser with 1 ward left, which means that this Vision fight can't keep going on because the number of resources to wave for is limited, so a fight's going to start.
Shadow down to half. The root comes out. There's the knockback, but Shadow goes the opposite direction. Orome's trying to jump into the back of the fight as Kazi steps forward. Orome hooked up. Humanoid fighting against Odoamne off towards the side of this as he's about to fall, but he goes Gordon just at the right moment, just at the right second, and Lorux goes for the engage. He pops his stopwatch too as they're now stepping forward. Kazi not pulled back by the chains. He's able to survive. Mad Lions looking for the TP flank as Orome does have the showstopper, but already the Ocean Drake's gone. They get the soul. Is secured by Mad. Lorux in the pit is melted in a heartbeat, and here comes Orome. Showstopper to all 4 of them. Kaiser jumps forward with Glacial Fissure. It's all on Inax. It's all on Abadarga. You've got to turn this fight around right now. Otherwise, with the Requiem coming out, you're just going to get taken out. Humanoid dives off towards the side. It's Inax and Odoamne who get the kill.
Will put themselves in the favorable position again, but Inax is here. He doesn't have the ultimate available, does have flash.
Inax has the Cleavum and the Infernum. He could shred through Mad Lions in just a second, and here he goes. Kazi trying to put the damage down. Kazi wins that 1v1, but here comes Abadarga. Now, they're pincered, they're flanked. Odoamne jumps back into the pit. Orome almost falls, but look at the healing on him. The Ocean Soldier so much. Abadarga, you shuffled him the wrong way. Kazi able to survive for the second, but here comes Inax. That's one. They're looking for more. Inax, are you going to step forward? Because Odoamne is there by himself. Cleavum doesn't hit from long range. Orome still tanking up. Shadow able to get back, and it looks like Schalke won't be able to find anything more out of this. They got Winters by Orome looking for the steal, but Lorx is nowhere near this. That Elder Dragon's almost gone, and Mad will secure it. It's Kazi who takes it. And now
They don't want to fight Mad now. Ocean Soul combined with Elder Drake. Oh, the TP flank.
Orome with the TP flank once again. Humanoid goes in. He almost dies. He's shut down. Maybe that's what they needed, but Abadarga is being suppressed. Knocked back with the showstopper, and Orome smites him with the power of the Elder Drake. Inax in the middle of the fight is doing so much. He gets the Infernum. Kazi's down. Kazi's down. Orome trying to get him with the face breaker again, but Kaiser, look at the damage. Look at Shadow. He just takes down 2 in a moment, and now Odoamne is running for the hills.
Could have actually won that fight and secured the Baron, but you're seeing the power of this late game objective. Mad will use their Elder to secure
Blasting one, maybe looking for a Void Staff because there's a bit of magic resist on the Mad Lions squad. We'll see. Kaiser pulled back with the chains. It's going to be pulled back with the chains. Is this it? Is the connection they found? The Death Touch comes out, and one pick is all that the Schalke wanted out of that. The support is
being pushed in favor of Schalke. The Sun Disc also going to guarantee that priority. If we could just have a very quick look at top lane, we can tell which direction it's going in. I think it's slow pushing in favor of Mad right now. But Mad are going to use their 5 members to be able to push in mid. Abadarga and the squad, though, still holding on to this mid lane. Good poke onto Kaiser. Will regenerate, of course. But that bot wave still pushing underneath the tower. Elder Drake spawning in 5 seconds. This is a great situation for Schalke right now.
Kaiser over the Warmog's proc level, though, so he's going to regenerate even quicker, even with the Elder Drake. But Humanoid gets pulled back. Death Charge comes out, only hits onto Humanoid. There's the showstopper from Orome as the fight really begins. Inax in the middle of the bullet time, and already Dreams is done. And now Schalke have to fight a 4v5. Kazi down to half HP. But can Schalke do it? Can they find the fight? Because Mad now have mid-prio. The tower to get this dragon, but Kaiser, he's going to act as a disruptor. There we go.
Oh, they're going to try and interrupt the bases. They're going for the base race.
They're going for the base race. Vedius, can
this is
they
quick.
do it? Mad so quick on it. They're pulling the trigger. Inax trying to get back. Kaiser's trying to do what he can. Abadarga and Odoamne already back, but already the first Nexus tower's down. And now Mad, they're on the Nexus. Oh, Schalke, not again. It can't happen to them again. Mad Lions walk straight through the front door and take the win over Schalke.
Just give me one of them. Okay, Zach locked in. GP mid?
So it is a Lulu support.
No. General, as we now see Trick making his way into the mid lane. The flash and the chains are going to connect. Trick has the lineup Q. That's going to be free, but now they're under the tower. Nemesis goes down. First blood, and we asked to
Unless
see...
you just like brute force in the ADC matchup, which Aphelios versus Misfortune, you don't, especially depending on what gun he has. But if the jungler shows laners, and it does feel like we're about to see a potential explosion happening bot side.
Comes the channel, the dive in. Crown shot's already been caught out. That's going to be 1-2 on the autos, pulling back together. Now Kiss says the Zach, the knockback is there. Easy setup, clean follow-up, but SK, they're ready for a party here. They're full committing. Reckless just says no. He pushes his ult. SK is forced to walk away, and just a clean overall decision coming in from Fnatic. But now the Zach's not done. Hillistang's still going forward. He's still got a line flat. That means another kill for Reckless and Fnatic.
Very kind of like tanky, supportive oriented build, not that far out of the realm in the last time that we saw a Lulu in the mid lane. Where it is the Ludens completed for Karma.
Trying to get a greater advantage, but Nemesis playing way too controlled, way too patient. But meanwhile in the mid lane, Hillistang's getting kicked off. The pullback, that's a clean combo! Oh, and Limit goes golden just in time to realize exactly how that one works. Fnatic put all the pieces of the puzzle together and come out swinging.
Here comes the flank, though. SK not done.
Soccer stepping forward. The lead back is there. Mantra Q might not be enough. Trick the flash. Has to kick back to Zach instead. Now going in, though. GenX is going to get one back in return, but Reckless.
Now Bwipo and Nemesis getting a lot of time on these structures on the top side. I actually think Bwipo's going to pick up this tower. So still feeling very confident for Fnatic in terms of into the party, too.
Of course, he's going to get spotted out here. In comes Hillisang. Nope. They can now walk down to third Drake. Of course, Infernal still a minute away, but they can set up vision. They can get a bit of control, and they can look to punish GenX on the bottom side. Tower goes down, but Predator is coming out. GenX Hillisang on the back of the pit. They know that he's coming in, but the Zac leaps forward. The GP ult is there, and there's just nothing Crown Shot can do. He's forced to flash out to safety. Big ult comes in from Reckless, but it gets interrupted. Well played by Limit. Fnatic are just going to walk into the pit and take this one away. They don't need to force anything else. Bwipo may have different plans, though. Throwing a barrel over the wall, going for the big autos. GenX was not ready for that amount of damage, and here comes Selfmade. Get ready, keep your eyes on the Gragas. Where's the play going to go? But no, it's the Zac from the back line. Hillisang leaping in, he's fearless. It's the Wild Growth, it's the follow-up. It's the Infernum ult, but it is not enough. Bwipo overstays his welcome, and SK turn the play into a 2-for-1 in their favor.
How quickly they can turn off the Baron. They want SK to show up. It's like, we either get this or we immediately leap off of it and start the fight.
3K, three-man knockup from Limit, but there's no follow-up here. GenX has clean access to the backside. Trick now leaping in, trying to shut Selfmade down. 3K on the Baron. It will start to reset. It will heal up. Fnatic can just walk away from this one, but they're going to have to give Hillisang's life one little bloblet. Not enough. And now Trick could look for the Trick is in the pick. SK don't want to fight. They just want to try to sneak this one away before Fnatic can get in. I don't like that decision, and Fnatic immediately punish it.
Deathcap also just around the corner as the armor penetration has come in from GenX, the Oblivion Orb, and now then looking to complete his Deathcap.
Out of SK's control, but they've been doing a pretty solid job. Bad news is that Bwipo is still very much a thorn in their side, and that while
this is a very staple move in League of Legends, but especially for Fnatic.
Double vision. 2 times Reckless taking that Infernal Drake. More damage for the fight to come, but Nemesis is now very...
He's like, if SK get caught and we can wipe them, then obviously we win so much harder here, but the big victory...
Pushing out waves. GenX wants to change that. GenX is on a one-man mission to fight Bwipo. Bad news is Nemesis is already on his retreat point, and he's forced to flash out to safety. GP ult comes in. Good damage.
Selfmade.
Oh, on the hunt. That's the Predator. One-shots him over the wall. A bit of a taste of our own medicine for the LeBlanc players out there. Selfmade finishes it up. A Crown Shot. Gonna lay down a bit more damage. Fnatic just want to keep this fight going. It may not be a fight that they wanted to pick, but it's one that they're more than happy to take. Big damage comes in for the LeBlanc. Soccer has to run for the hills, and he just gets taken down too. Selfmade is on a mission to kill every single SK player. Reckless now taken into the front lines. 1v1 versus Crown Shot. Taken out just like that. Hillisang on the backside. This is gonna be an ace. Fnatic are just cleaning them up. They're having fun with it too. Let's bounce, says Hillisang. Let's kick you right out of playoffs. While we're at it, Fnatic take the fight.
No.
I don't think so.
The human Italy Spear. If he hits Selfmade, he'll just kill him.
He can still try to go for it.
I
if he tries to go for it right now, he can get it done. It's after a play like that. Hillisang leaps into him. Didn't know LeBlanc was coming. You have to guess. And goodbye to Hillisang. He's got the blue pot. He's ready to go, but they're going to give up Infernal Cell. And now Fnatic just say, come at me. They're ready to get a fight kicked off. Trick goes for the kick, and he just gets immediately one-shot. Through the air comes Hillisang for the follow-up. Pulls him back into the Aphelios turret, and now that's going to be it. GenX goes to the backside, but honestly, it's just too little too late. Crown Shot going to step forward. Maybe he gets something done with the chakram, though, but it's not enough. That Gangplank barrel was big damage. The triple kill to close it out for Reckless.
You can't get away. The teleport comes in. Fnatic are going to do the victory lap because it is surely all over. This is the old El Clasico, but today it really shows the new chapter in the LEC, how different times have changed as Fnatic just steamroll SK.
Absolutely. A few glimmers of hope for SK, but glimmers are not enough to get you into playoffs. And Fnatic happily move into the base, look to close this one out, look to close it out with style. SK will be knocked out of playoff contentions. Fnatic will move up and continue the fight for first place here in the LEC. He kills Humanoid, he kills Shadow, he wins the game single-handedly, and the Akali coming back. Now, good synergy with Sejuani.
That feels that the eye test is different, but here comes the special.
Pantheon on the way top as well. They're going to try to dive this one out. There's nowhere for Dan to go. He can just try to get the 1-for-1. Expect can dash away. In goes Mickey. Going to be able to finish that one up. And first blood for Excel.
And this is very reminiscent to the
Connections late game. To feel like Excel might have to be very, very on the nose in terms of execution. But for now, they're doing this focused on his lane, it would appear. He knows the matchup is starting to shift and instead wants to pay his attention elsewhere as he can clear out a bit more vision. Can't commit the TP, but he doesn't have the ultimate yet, and he's only level 10. The rest of the team now setting up. Pantheon on the way in. A perfectly timed stun from Razork, though. Incredibly clean. And the Galio comes in, but it's too little, too late. Excel, though, now trying to finish up, now trying to get the play down. But B-Boy going forward. He's laying down so much damage. Patrick can't even get in there. B-Boy is going to get dropped, or is he? A little bit more damage. B-Boy walks away. That's disaster for Excel. The execution was not there for them, but Misfits pull it off.
Be creative about how they shape these fights with either the cask or the dive potential.
Well, Patrick caught out there. Will manage to make it out with the cleanse as well as the flash, but Dandan continuing to step forward.
Playing the map, however, the fact that they got the mid tower with the Herald, now it's Expect picking up this bottom structure, so still across map. They're going to maintain their gold lead. Expect can get out of this.
As long as you're fighting in a wave, as long as you're fighting in a lane, or actually can build up rage, a lot of his trading power comes through. You can see the empowered stun there. Quick proc on the Conqueror. Feven may be forced to dive out of this one, tries to dash to safety, but the point and click is there. Easy pickup from Mickey, and Feven leaving the Shroud a little bit too quickly.
And that's the threat whenever anyone goes that side lane. You talked about it earlier, Dracos. It's the fact that there's so much
grew in the laning phase. Round 2 on the dive onto B-Boy. This time, though, it looks like it might go a little bit better for B-Boy, as he's doing so much damage. Goodbye to Expect. Big ulti comes in. The mark not quite enough, but the setup is there now for Dandan. Keep your eyes in the mid lane, though. That's going to be the more important fight. Expect is gone. Excel now on the retreat. So far, it's the one. B-Boy. Very greedy. Oh, the flash taunt, though. B-Boy now moving out to safety. The extra movement speed coming in there. Now Mickey's there as well, and B-Boy. You hate to see it. Feven threw down the Shroud, and Expect just takes the bait. He goes, wait a second, why would he do that? That's so it. It's not Expect. You've been baited, you've been outsmarted, now you're stunned. The Galio coming in, though. Maybe he can turn it. The knockup's there. Expect running for his life. Sidestep there from the Sejuani, but no, Feven flat forward, shoots him with the gun fade right away, and now manages to make it out too. Clean play comes in from Misfits. Patrick's left on is lonesome. The snare's gonna come through. The concussive blows does not land, but the onslaught comes out, and Misfits just like that start to even things up.
Oh, hold on, B-Boy might be on the wrong side of things.
Big ult though, the follow-up to sever him. The lifesteal Tori doesn't have enough damage to beat through him, and that's gonna be the double kill now coming in. This is gonna be a B-Boy cleanup show. Try to steal it. Expect can try to come in as well. This is definitely not what you want to be doing. Feven will have the Shroud up and available for this play. 4K getting lower. Expect diving into the pit, trying to get some damage down. Pantheon now leaping in as well. That's going to be big. Mickey goes to the backside, but the Aphelios is too strong. There's too much lifesteal. That's the shutdown. That is not at all what Excel wanted. Desperation is the name of the game, and it bites right back as Misfits will tell, I'm sure. But this is a game that Excel had to win. I'm just very sad that that play worked. And Feven, from getting bullied in lane, is now 3-1-4, has a CS lead, has 2 items completed, and it's going to be very hard. Yeah, and it's only now with the setup as well. The Coward connects, get the immediate stun follow-up. But we said question marks around scaling, right? We said there's possibility for Excel to come out on top to win some of these late games fights. It's all about execution, and we're going to have to see if they can execute here because Pantheon is on the way in. Spear connects, Pantheon coming in too. They're going to knock up, they're going to take Denik out of the fight right off the bat. They want to limit the concussive blows. Tori's there, but they've now burned everything. The follow-up fight, they have to win this. They have to make use of this man advantage. Razor going into the backside. The stuns are coming through. The follow-up's there for B-Boy, but the ult misses. The range nerf turns against him. Feven's going to grab one. They want to find the follow-up, but he just manages to walk away. Big damage from Dandan. The follow-up, the Infernum, the snares are there. Dandan's looking for a victory lap as he just runs through the Excel lineup. Dandan, you god, what a cleanup!
Dandan, the man, picks up the triple kill. Now that said, he was the guy who walked away with the triple, but B-Boy's damage was disgusting throughout that fight, even setting up that initial kill when Dandan flashed forward to land on him. And Misfits immediately turn it on. They find the correct itemization. B-Boy's like, I'm Aphelios, we can walk through them, and they walk through the Nexus.
Absolutely. Once those ults are all down, it is a go button for the entire Misfits lineup. A well-played game. Misfits gonna move up to 9-4. Excel, they had the early game, they had everything, but they got too desperate and it all fell apart. A win for Misfits. The last lock-in will be the Echo. So it looks like Perks will take that into the mid lane, try to bully out the Orianna. Wonder will be left on that top. We get the flash from Wonder to set up on the face breaker. This would be the time for it to miss, but Yanko simply cannot miss the pullback on the face breaker. Alfari now trying to run for his life. Trial by Fire has been procced. Alfari still running, ticking down. Red buff proc. One more auto. The shot back will not be enough, but now it's bot lane in trouble. That's Mickey taken down 1-for-1.
Check the other side of the map and someone's randomly died at 2v2 as Destiny is upset. Get the better of that.
Ooh, and the phase rush here is nice. Allows Nuke to extend the trade, and now Xerxes Gonna be unhappy about this one. Perk's gonna try to dash his way out to safety. Can't go back in. That's not enough. And OG now
It's up top side for Xerxes. You suspect he's going to be up there at some point. It's now bot lane.
the aggressive play here. Yanko's now coming down. No longer focused on the top side. He's looking for the bottom. The kickback. The ult. Oh, that's clean team synergy.
OG going to be behind, at least in the immediate future, just because the Herald has not been used yet. But Perk's really struggling here in the mid lane. You can see Nuke just continues.
I really need to have another look at that replay to see what happened. I think Yankos went for the insec, but either fancy footwork from Nuke Duck to get on the other side.
Oh, big damage though. Now trying to get out. Perks is going to get pulled back here. We'll need to ult out soon. Good Ezreal all comes in. The kick's still up and available, but he doesn't need it. The Sonic Wave. That's a follow-up from G2.
Cute.
He had nothing else. He had Flash available technically, but now Mickey gonna give his life. Sets down the tower to make sure the Caps cannot E aggressively forward. And that's going to be a lot of gold over to Origin's carry. 510 into the pocket of the Jhin.
Yeah,
One the teams want to fight for. Obviously, a lot of pings going down. Both teams aware that they can contest this objective.
I mean,
but
G2 definitely want to
oh,
skirmish.
no. That's not what they need whatsoever. They're getting caught out. Xerxes and Destiny now going to be in trouble. Parallel Convergence goes down. GPL now coming in. Perk's trying to follow up. Destiny buys a little bit of time. Upset can look to step forward here. Big damage onto Yankos. Destiny going to be able to grab that kill. Perk's now has to be careful. He has to retreat, but the pop back. The damage onto Upset is going to be big. Perk's not going to make it out to safety, though, in the end. The damage here. Very well played. And there's a few plays now where I feel like
Those small trades. You run onto him, you push all your buttons, you wait for your short cooldowns, you rinse, repeat, and it's kind of like
everything Echo does is just going to start hitting you like a truck. Top lane, Nuke Duck's getting a decent amount of farm, but G2 very focused on killing this tower. Sadly, second creep wave is going to make sure it's big enough. Perk's doing enough damage to that one. But in the meantime, top lane tower breaking.
Yeah, the issue was that Alfari's ultimate is just...
I like that they're standing together right now. The engage could come through. OG, just pull the trigger. Nope, not for now. Xerxes can now try to look for the follow-up. Destiny's already been cut out. That's going to be a beautiful parallel convergence to lock down the stun. Alfari's forced to use the oranges a little bit early. Perk's locked up for now. Wants to get back. Snaps back into the team. Can now dash out to safety. The snare is there. Xerxes in the back line is getting nothing done. There's no follow-up. There's no damage here. Perk's using a bit more time. Caps now retreating. Upset. All eyes on the 80 carry, but a big chunk of damage traded back.
Orianna and Gangplank barrels. I think G2 have to respect this one. I'm going to say tanks. Luckily, though, Upset and Nuke Duck push the rest of G2 off is now Alfari.
But now G2 are angry, knocked back to the wall. Alfari's going to be in trouble. He's going to be taken out in an instant. It does give access, though, for...
It gets that much easier when you have the QSS to any of the incoming potential CC, possibly from Perks.
Here's the thing about playing against G2.
Depending on where they're at with their itemization with Echo and Wonder, and feel confident about the lane assignments.
Oh, big hook, though. Mickey going to try to disengage for the entire team. Ult's going to take him out to safety. But now the follow-up's there. Perk's now trying to go in. The knockback is there as well. Alfari throwing in the cannon barrage. That's going to be big damage. Wonder knocking back. Xerxes leaping over the wall. Yanko's still fishing for the kill on the Nuke Duck. He will not connect on the Sonic Wave. Destiny finds the lockdown. Alfari's still alive and well. Upset still alive and well. OG coming in on top in the fight. So far, it is just the 1-for-1.
So scrappy, as that's a very deep teleport. And here comes Perks through the back line. Watch Upset.
How long is the flank going to take? Slow comes in from the hose. Perks on the backside. Parallel convergence is going to be big. Upset caught in the middle. Locked in. Stunned, but the QSS is beautiful. He gets the kick out, and now he's safe. Upset now has to get out. Going away. Ulti comes in. Big damage.
Oh, no!
Shockwave misses. He didn't know where the ball is attached. Nuke Duck throws that one away. Yanko's now on the front line. He's going to get two. Zach now going down. It's going to be the third kill for G2, and a single moment of misexecution costs OG everything. Cloud Soul for G2. Priority on the Baron. 30-second death timers on Xerxes and Nuke Duck. That was a disaster.
Unavailable.
They just saw parallel conversions used. They can step forward. The TP now being used as well. Cannon barrage just to dissuade this from happening, but the set is going to be a big problem. Just body blocking them from entering the pit. Facebreaker comes in. Good damage. Maybe OG can take the following fight. Destiny moving forward. All eyes on Upset. If Upset goes down, this fight will not work. Continues to go in. Multiple members of G2 leaping over the wall. Wonder's going to be sacrificed here. Pulled back. Good damage comes in. G2 can turn the fight. Dogged down! Are you serious? Now G2 are the ones on the hunt. Moving in. Upset taken out. G2 prey on Origin's beliefs. They thought they had won the fight. They thought they were the ones hunting G2, but you are not locked in here with OG.
I believe.
Potential's there. No Infernum, though. You're not going to get the true wombo combo with Upset, but still, he could be the one to set it up here.
Yankos obviously so confident on this Lee Sin with the mobility, constantly looking for flanks, seeing if he can find someone in the backline. Yeah, do not be fooled. Ezreal, not just a mid-game champion, he scales very well.
Especially to a champion with absolutely no armor at this stage of the game. Felios uses the ult. No one wants to go in, though. Now Upset's going to be in trouble if there's any follow-up on the parallel convergence. It will not be there.
So they're waiting for Nuke Duck. Nuke Duck had to reset, obviously took a really big chunk. He's now refreshed. His flash is just about to come up, and now that he's grouped up with the team, this is going to be Origin's window where they look to 5v5, which is why G2, again, trying to get all these waves to crash at the same time, making Origin choose what call is going to happen.
Perkz now running into mid lane. Just threatening, just forcing them back a little bit. Upset trying to clear the waves. Xerxes now channeling the leap in. Where's it going to go?
The pressure is on Origin. You do not have time to catch your breath here.
Perkz now backing off. They know he has no ult. He's just going to zoom out of that one. Rest of G2 moving to the bottom side. They're just splitting up. They're not giving OG the dream situation that they want. OG really do just get one shot at this. That Orianna ult goes wide. It is not going to be the fight that they need. The game will turn against them. Xerxes goes forward, gets pulled back by the Facebreaker, denied access for now. That's going to be the Orianna used. Before even Wunder gets to use the shield, he's taken down.
Just shoving in waves. I think we're just waiting for Cloud as Caps.
Xerxes?
Maybe caught.
QSS is there. The flash forward, the ulti, the rest of the team now chasing
That's
down.
desperation.
There's no damage here. The TP now coming in. Xerxes just going to leap out to safety. Very odd play, but Wunder suddenly finds himself in the back line. He can't dunk down if he wants to, but he dies before he gets a chance to do it. Oh no, that's bad news for G2. OG matters.
He's just going to shred through these. He's got a Lich Bang.
Slowly tripping down the towers. In the meantime, keep your eyes on the Elder Dragon. And this is the thing about fighting G2 is you never just get to take an easy fight. You never get to take a simple option. Perkz trying to buy a bit more time, and now far he's going to look to finish this one off. Tries to flash into safety. One shot, trying to burn him down. Meanwhile, fight at the bottom of your screen. Big shockwave, but G2 do not care. They've cleaned up the entire fight. It does not matter if how far it can 1v1 any player on the face of the planet, because at the end of the day, G2 as a team are here to dominate.
And the two ultimates actually came through for Perkz right there, as Alphari was trying to outduel him, but as you said, G2 win the fight around the Elder, and they look to finish what Perkz started.
Alphari versus the world once again. The GP ult's up. He's trying to clear the waves before they get to the tower, but he's going to get pulled back. He's going to get dunked down. He's going to get knocked out, and just like that, we've got it. The match of the week. Two teams tied at first place, 9-3. G2 versus Fnatic for first.
For the last spots. I'm going to pick you up on something. You playing Misfits tomorrow?
Yes.
You kind of hinted they might be the fourth best team. Where do they stack up versus Rogue in your mind?
I actually think that's really hard. I really struggle to judge Rogue because I feel like we are super good against them. Both games, camera's back by the way.
Thank you.
Both games we played against them this split were like pretty one-sided games in favor of us, and I know they're like good, but I don't know if they're like the number 4 team as people predicted in preseason. It does feel like when they lost like a Kiana mid lane as an example, where Larsen would use that to game prioritize and actually kind of play a bit like Perkz did in this game, you know, push outside, then look for really good flanks and fights, and he would like catch people off. They use that super well, but that hasn't really been something he's been playing lately, and it makes them like fairly standard in a sense, where I'm not sure who is the big superstar suddenly on Rogue who can like take them into the top 3.